In this video, we'll be going over 9.5 giving directions next to and across from, and we're going to start explaining how we actually give directions. In the last video, you got the vocabulary. So again, we're going to use next to, or you could do this way as well, and then you can do across from. So for those, but you can review further for each of the directions, how we do them this way. Okay, so the first thing to know is that whenever you're giving directions for using a map, like the street map that I will put in the thumbnail so you can see, this is going to have 4 steps. So the first one is to sign no and then to say the business name while raising your eyebrows, okay? So I typically sign no down here, like K-N-O-W, to know something. Technically, it can be up here, but I also see a lot of signers down here, especially if someone has glasses and you are signing more up here. Getting to that, a lot of times it will flip your glasses off, and so you don't want that. So a lot of the teachers I had glasses, so I came to sign no down here. Also, it's a lot harder to raise your hand up to here when you could just do it to here. So it's kind of more of the lazy signing almost, but kind of becomes a style. So I sign no down here, but you're welcome to sign it up here as well. So you would say, no Starbucks, okay, keeping your eyebrows raised. Now the second step is to sign which corner, and then you're going to leave your non-dominant hand there to hold the location of the corner so that you can point to where the specific place is that you're giving directions to, okay? So after you do that, then you can give the location. You can start at the corner, you can use a reference point, and you'll use the signs next to and across from. And then once you do all that, then you can point to the location with your dominant hand while you're nodding. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this. The picture that I put up is going to have quite a few places listed. It has Oak Street this way and University Avenue this way, and then has a whole lot of the little different logos for each of the places. So let's go ahead and go over a couple of these. So for the first one, let's do... Let's go ahead and we will do Macy's. So remember for Macy's that because it has the apostrophe S as actually part of the name, it doesn't just belong to Macy like Macy's book, because that would be Macy, her book. Okay, different, it would be Macy's, as that's part of the actual name, so you would include that apostrophe S for the name of the business. Okay, so if we're going to give directions, so our first step would be to say no Macy's and raise your eyebrows. Okay, second step would be to do the corner. So for this one, this is going to be the near left. Okay, so if I take my map, it's going this way, if you're looking at it that way, so it's going to be this bottom portion down here. Okay, so I would go, okay, that's what it is. So you can figure it out this way, or you can just go straight to it if you can do it that way as well. Okay, so it's going to be here on this corner. Okay, so this is my non-dominant hand here, my dominant hand is here. Okay, so if I did it this way, my map would be here, it's down here in this area. Okay, so down. Okay, so no Macy's. Then I'm going to go here in this corner, and then once I give that location, then I'm going to keep my non-dominant hand here. This is the hand I fingerspell with, and then I'm going to give the location starting at the corner or starting at a reference point. So for Macy's, because it's right here in this corner, like the first business, then I'm not going to give any other directions. I can just say, okay, and I will just point to it and nod because there is only one location right there. I don't have to explain any further, okay? Now if I pick another location, let's say I go ahead and do the AT&T store, okay? So for this one, if you had your intersection here, so right here is 7-Eleven, then the ABC liquor store, and then AT&T, and then Adams Funeral Home. So this is the 1, 2, 3 out of 4, the third one down, which means if I laid my map down, it's closest to me. Okay, so I'm going to go this way towards myself rather than going forward or up. Okay, so whenever I'm giving directions to this one, then I'm going to say, so it's AT&T. Okay, then I'm going to sign the corner. This is the second step. Okay, so I know it's this side, so I can go here. Okay, and so I can either start here at the corner, now that I've given where it's at, I can either say, okay, well here, and then I can go down, or I can say, do you know where this is? And then give it from there, okay? So for this one, then I will do it from the corner and give directions that way. Okay, so I was here, I was at 7-Eleven, went one this way, which would be the ABC liquor store, one more this way, right here. Okay, notice that I kept my non-dominant hand here, because if I drop it, then all of a sudden I have no picture, no map of any kind, and I'm starting over. Okay, so do make sure you hold that non-dominant hand. Let's go ahead and do the police station, okay? So if you have your map here, it's at the very top up here. It's the second one up. So right here in the corner, you have the courthouse, and it's one above that. Let's go ahead and do this one. We will give a reference point, and I will do a reference point of the fire station across the street, okay? So you have from your corner here, this is the courthouse, then up one is the police station, and across Oak Street is the fire station. A little tiny, you probably can't see it, but that's where it's at, okay? So let's go ahead and say, so we want to give directions to the police station, so we will start with the police station, even though we are going to use our reference point of the fire station, okay? So no police, then I'm going to sign where it's at, but I'm going to start with the firehouse because that is where I'm giving as my reference point, okay? So I'm going to explain that it's this way, okay? So I know it's that side. So here, this corner, okay, right here, the corner, Starbucks. Go up one right there, fire station, okay, right there, and then across the street here, police station. Okay, so there's also other ways, there's also other reference points that I could have picked, but using next to each of the ways, as well as across from, you can do those, okay? And then do make sure that at the very end, then you're pointing and nodding that this is the actual place that you'll be going to. So notice that I went to the fire station, okay, so there, then I'm going here, that's the one though, that we're actually aiming for. So do make sure you follow those steps. So again, what are they? No business name, okay, sign the corner, give the location, whether it's here at the corner and you're going to go up or down or back or forward, or you can use the reference point, and then the last one, what is it? Point and nod, you got it. Keep up the good work.